Next up is Carson Parenti. He is an 8th grader at Post Oak. He will be presenting the electric solar wind sail. Let's have a big round of applause for Carson.
Hi, my name is Carson, and I'm going to be doing a presentation on harnessing the electric solar wind sail. Yeah. Alright, here's an overview of my topic, the electric solar wind sail, or e-sail for short. Because the e-sail is yet to be tested, everything that I'm going to be talking about is hypothetical. So, I'll discuss these things in my presentation. What is it, how it would be harnessed, harvesting asteroids, the importance of water, and then I will conclude. There will be more than this, but that's the gist of my talk. So what is the e-sail? The e-sail is an innovative power source made for use in space. It was invented by Pekka Janhunen, who works at the Finnish Meteorological Institute at Helsinki, Finland. It consists of around 100 rotating wires that rotate constantly for an ordinary spaceship. The wires would be 20 kilometers long, but the e-sail is meant for use on a small vessel. The rotation of the wires would keep them apart and fully extended. This is not all that it entails, though. Alright. Also included in the e-sail is that the wires are charged using an electron gun, which in turn is charged with a couple solar panels. The way in which it sails is such that each charged wire generates a rather large electric field, and when the solar wind ions hit these interlocking fields, they slow down and give some kinetic energy to the craft, letting it sail. There's a schematic of the e-sail. The green lines are the wires, and the white dashes in the middle of the wires are where the wires cut off. The extension past that is how far out the field goes. The arrows are the solar wind ions coming from the sun. In the middle of the wires is the craft. It has 2 solar panels on it and is shown being pushed forward by the solar wind. So, you may be wondering, as the name suggests, how could this be harnessed? The proposed uses of this are diverting an asteroid or other celestial body on a collision course with Earth, propelling a spaceship through solar system, and as a probe collecting data from the outer planets. For a small cargo, it could probably reach Pluto in 5 years. And my idea for this would be harvesting asteroids. So, the 3 basic ways one would get the asteroid would be a gravity vacuum, which is pretty much, there's the e-sail, or the craft on it, and it would be next to the asteroid, and it would slowly move away, pulling the asteroid with it. The next one is a harpoon, which probably wouldn't get very far, but what it would do, it would fire from the back of the e-sail's craft, pull the asteroid wherever you would want to pull it. The last one on the list is the electro-adhesion arm, probably the most viable of the 3. It's a robotic boom that extends to 100 meters at its length, full extended length. At the end of the boom is a pad. It uses electroadhesion to grab things. Electroadhesion is where the charge in the object touching the other thing is more than the other thing, so it could grab pretty much anything with a lower charge than it, with varying degrees of success. Alright, so the most viable one of those, as I said, was the last one. Yes, so how would you use this? Like, why would you harness asteroids? Why would you harness this to get asteroids? So the main reason, so the main reason you might want to harvest asteroids is for profit, or just discovering things, collecting things for devices, I don't know. So yeah, so asteroids generally contain platinum, nickel, iron, iridium, palladium, and gold. Apart from this mixture of metals, there's also the possibility of water, which is pretty important in itself. Add this to the fact that known asteroids range from a few meters in diameter to 1,003 kilometers, and you have a pretty big spectrum of things to choose from. So, also, the most expensive element on that list is platinum, which we use in a lot of things like computers and just a lot of everyday things. It's currently at $1,551 per ounce. But why would water be significant? Finding water would be important, not only because we might find organisms in it, so found a new species, but also because, but also because you can make rocket fuel out of it. So by separating hydrogen and oxygen and water and then compressing both of them, you could get liquid rocket fuel. And then that fuel could provide a refueling station on the moon or Mars for ships too big for the ESAL, like a normal spaceship that you'd have to put a human in. Or, yeah. And it would also might be able to sell. Oh wait, that's conclusion. Whoops, went too far. All right. Yeah, and would help further space exploration significantly. There we go. All right, so I will conclude by saying that the ESAL is an innovation that can be used in multiple ways, such as moving an asteroid off a collision course with Earth, acting as propulsion for a small spacecraft, collecting data, and mining. It could also further space exploration by finding water for fuel. All things considered, the ESAL is an extremely innovative idea that could be very profitable in the future.